Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and today I'm excited because I'm participating in another collab video. You guys know I love doing collabs. I have so much fun meeting new people on YouTube and just, again, learning what everybody else has to share. So my friend Mary on YouTube, we've done I think a few collabs together, and a bunch of other ladies that we've also done a lot of these like makeup collabs. We're going to be doing our top 5 to top 10 neutral favorite neutral eyeshadow palettes. Now I love neutral shadow palettes. I picked out 5 because I don't have actually a ton of what I consider neutral. I have a lot of different colors, but neutral is really where my heart is, and that's just because I wear makeup to work, and I work in an environment where you have to be kind of neutral. You know, you have to appeal to everybody. So you can't go crazy with, you know, your electric shadows from Urban Decay, unfortunately. So I have, again, picked out 5 eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to talk about today that are my top 5 that I really go to these products all the time. I've got some high-end and I've got some drugstore or drugstore level pricing. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Alright guys, so the first one that I want to share with you guys is one that I've talked a lot on my channel about. This is the original Urban Decay Naked Eyeshadow Palette, and this one just holds a very special place in my heart. It was my first high-end eyeshadow palette, so it's been around the longest. I've had it for a couple of years now. It is pricey. It's like, it was $50 when I got it, but I got it as a gift, and I think now it's like $54. And of course Urban Decay has come out with a ton of different versions of this. There's like, I think Urban Decay Naked 2, Naked 3, they've done Smoky, but this one will always be my favorite because, again, it is a neutral based palette. It has a ton of, again, light to shimmer to, you know, mattes. You've got all the way to dark shades, so you really can build up any type of look you want to do. I find that these shadows are really high quality. They wear really well. So if you don't have a high-end palette and you are looking for something and you do want something that's neutral, this is my favorite high-end neutral palette. It's one that I often feel like I don't even pull out anymore just because I'm always like testing new makeup and always playing with new palettes. But this one really is a beautiful, beautiful palette with really good range of color. And I feel like it'll last you a long time. Like, if you can see, I've heavily been into these 3 shades. I used to wear just those 3 shades, but this really gives you a range to expand from doing very basic to very neutral to maybe some more smoky looks. Alright guys, next up is another really pretty, really cute palette. It's kind of tiny, it's very travel size. This is the Lorac Pro Matte, and I'm so glad that this is a permanent palette because I feel like this is a palette that everybody could get use out of. So again, it's very, very compact, and this one is basically all neutral shadows. So you have your range of like dark mattes to your lighter whites or your pinks or kind of like your mauve colors. So this one is, again, it's just matte, but they're very nice for just really neutral looks. It's very compact, it's easy to travel with, so if you're a big fan of matte neutrals, this might be the best palette for you. And again, it's like a smaller size, so it's not as expensive as some of the bigger Lorac palettes, but I really think that this one is just like perfect for the very neutral girl who likes mattes. It's one, again, that I don't pull out that much, and I really should because it is such a basic neutral palette. It goes with anything. This also could be a really good supplemental palette. Let's say you do have some palettes that are very, very colorful, very, very vibrant, but you need some crease shades, you need some neutral shades. This is the perfect palette because it has such a range of browns from darks to lights in it. So this one is actually really new on the market, but I love its sister. So this is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette from Tarte Cosmetics. I have Rainforest of the Sea version 1. I love it. It's another great neutral palette, but this one I think is a complete neutral palette. Everything in here is gorgeous and beautiful. The packaging's amazing. This is like the $34 range, so it's not like super crazy expensive like the Urban Decay, but it's small enough and compact enough that I think you can travel with it. It has this gorgeous, beautiful, what is this? This is coral like packaging, which again is sea-like. I love stuff like that. And these shadows are absolutely amazing. I think they give you a good amount of shadow. You get a nice range from light all the way to dark. So again, you can do a lot of neutral, but really, really pretty looks with this. You've got a nice pop of gold right here. And these shadows have a wonderful formula. I feel like they're really soft, they're really creamy. They're different from the other Tarte eyeshadow palettes. So if you've never tried a Rainforest of the Sea palette, I highly recommend them. Again, I just love everything about them. The price, the packaging, the actual shadows, they work really great, they blend really well, and they wear really long throughout the day. So I'm a big fan of both the 1 and the 2. So technically I could have included the 1, but this is my new favorite, and this is brand new. This came out like just a couple of weeks ago, and it's already like I'm using it every day right now. Alright guys, next up is a really good staple in my collection, and this is a drugstore price, but this is an online makeup brand. It's from BH Cosmetics, and this is a ton of neutral shadows. I highly recommend this palette. This is the Essential Eyes, the 28 color eyeshadow palette. It's really large, and I also love the packaging. I love how this is a see-through top, so you just open it like this, and you have such a range of all different kinds of lights to darks. I love how it's packaged. I love that you get a really good amount of product. I mean, that's my thumb. It's really, really big, these pan sizes. And you've got shimmers, you've got mattes, you've got a little bit of a range here. And again, these are just really, really easy, wearable. You can do whole looks. You could use this as a supplemental palette, but you get a lot for your money. I think this is around a $10 palette, so again, super, super affordable. And it's one of my favorites. Like, I feel like I go back to this a lot just because it is so neutral, and it's easy to use and it's easy to wear. And the shadows are really nice. They're really pigmented for this only being a $10 palette. And like I said, BH Cosmetics just has a lot of really good products for very affordable prices. So I am a big fan of these types of palettes. I actually just bought another one that's like a more of a, it's not a neutral, it's more of like a fall type palette. It's got a lot of orange and purple in it. And again, the quality is there with these even though they're so affordable. Alright guys, and then my last neutral palette that I'm a huge fan of, and I used this constantly when I first purchased it. This also can be purchased at the drugstore, so this is easy to find. This is the Milani little eyeshadow palette, and they came out with a couple of different palettes like this, but this is in the shade 01 Must Have Naturals, and that is exactly what it is. It is a gorgeous natural palette. I love the matte browns in here. I love the shimmers. It's got a nice big white here to use for your like highlight or all over your lid. And you've also got some shades right here, a darkening shade, and then this is a really nice also shimmery shade as well. I found myself using this as a supplemental palette for other palettes. I found myself totally using this by itself. I tend to go back to it sometimes when I'm looking for some light matte brown shades. This is very, very affordable, and I think the eyeshadow quality is pretty good for Milani. And again, these are just, it's an everyday wearable palette and it's affordable. So I like Milani a lot, and I was glad that these little palettes that came out were as nice as they were. There's even another one that's kind of similar to this that I'd be interested in getting because it's also a neutral, because like I said, they came out with so many. But guys, that pretty much sums up my favorite neutral palettes. Those are my top 5. If you guys are watching, please let me know. Tell me your top favorite neutral palette in the comments. I really want to know because like I said, neutrals are where my heart is because those are what I get to wear on a daily basis. So please tell me what your favorite neutral palette is in the comments below. I will talk with you guys there. And again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out the other ladies in this collab. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what you guys have picked for your top 5 or your top 10 palettes that are neutral. So thanks again for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!